flying.
Rolling.
Ken's been doing a great job with this stuff, man.
Guys,
Yeah.
Palm Beach Dyno. If you're new here, please subscribe to the channel and like
They've
this
slid it
video.
over a little
We're doing
more?
all kinds of Mustang
There you
stuff
go.
for you guys, especially GT 500 lately. Been a little bit slow on videos. I've got some big news, all kinds of R&D we did yesterday. Jason from 1320 came down all the way
Hey, now, this guy
Connecticut
right
to
here.
run at Bradenton Motorsports Park with me, as well as Steve
Famous, bro.
and Christino from Ohio.
Internet famous.
We learned quite a bit.
Anybody
about
with a computer could be
transmission
famous these days.
which
You
we'll
signed
go
my
over
back?
just a little
Sure.
bit. I also want to let you guys know we've been working on a new handheld device that's going to be coming out real soon. We'll be talking about that in an upcoming video, so stay tuned for that. Anyway, we decided to do this rental about a month or so ago. Jason from 1320 put it together.
Ooh, again.
You know, the idea was let's all get together. All those guys are up north; they can't run. Obviously, you see me running all the time right about
18
now.
inches of snow at home.
You know, this fit right into my schedule perfectly. It's a good opportunity to bounce different tuning ideas off similar vehicles, but maybe not exactly the same. And we learned quite a bit, and also kind of proved out our newest tune to make sure it's very repeatable. Jason's running the same tune as I am on my car, and once we go over the results, you guys are really gonna, you know, be impressed, I think. Anyway, let's
God bless you.
and I'll show
Excuse
you guys, you know, how it started off. The day started off. I got there, unloaded the car, and on the very first pass, a new best by quite a bit. 920 at 155. I mean, you know,
920, 155 for Ken. First pass off the trailer.
Crazy.
That was, you know, outstanding. You know, I was super excited about that.
I was like, damn.
I thought he was done for the day after that.
Yeah,
to
he's
capture
good.
the
He's stuck
videos
around.
that we normally do, so that's why I'm doing it this way. I was able to get some video off different people, and we'll show you those clips and, you know, the best we can.
Wifey got some footage.
The more important part is I want to go over what we learned about transmission tuning. Big time stuff there. That's where all this.
That's the newest deal, the
is coming
TCM
from.
stuff.
Big time.
So let's go ahead and watch that 920 video.
Pioneers, man. Pioneers, dude.
Yep. Ah, we got a commercial.
Yep.
Don't worry, we'll skip
Dude,
that.
what's
There you go. Skip the ad.
Here
There we go.
Yep.
Ah, that's when the green car broke the axle or the drive shaft.
On the left lane?
Yeah.
That was like the Hellcat or a Challenger? Yep.
153 60 foot.
Now, where did that come from? Well, you know, the 60 foot wasn't outstanding as compared to how the car has 60 footed in the past, but one key thing to remember is as I've added power, the 60 foot has gotten worse. You know, so I was all the way back in the 1.6s almost on the 60 foot, and you know, that is why the car really wasn't performing like it should have with the added power. So now with transmission tuning, we're able to get some of that 60 foot back. But one thing we really learned is tire and clutch management, how the tire affects that, what tire is going to be most optimal on these cars moving forward. And that's because we had Jason there with his car, and he was running on the, I think it's the 325 ET Street R, which comes out to be just over 27 inches.
27.3 inches.
29-inch 305 tire.
So the shorter tire.
Now, the 305
Yes,
tire
it rolls out
60.
faster than 60.
Racing and, you know, highway pulls and that sort of thing. But for straight-on drag racing, I really think the 325 is going to be the ticket because Jason was in the 1.4 60 foots all
day, every day.
All day. Time slips right now. He made a bunch of hits on the 2.4 pulley.
Yep.
And, you know, they were all in the 1.4s, 1.45. Very consistent.
Like Rob Shoemaker says, Prince time slips.
Yeah, yeah.
His car is full weight. He's a big
Robbie.
And
Big dude.
Robbie.
I look humongous next to you guys. It's terrible. It's terrible.
I think
I'm like, shit, I gotta go home and hit the cardio or stop lifting.
I look small next to anyone, dude.
Nah, it's alright.
My wife's bigger than me, dude.
Oh, man.
I mean, most people are bigger than me.
What's that show? Like they watch movies and they critique it. It's like online. They have like the show. It's like the comedians watch horror movies or something. They make like they talk like this is what we're doing.
Yeah, of course.
Except we're doing race car shit.
Yep.
I love it. Like I live for this shit. I love it.
Yeah, man.
Squat and go.
Moving out. How was your mile an hour compared to his? Because with the different tire, did it change?
Mine. So what we've concluded is that the mile an hour with the shorter tire is going to be less than the mile an hour with a taller tire.
Because you're not rolling the gear out.
Correct. And Sam Lippincott even said that as well, because he was at the track yesterday with his Suncoast car, and he said his mile an hour was lower with the shorter tire, and his 60-foot was better. But I don't know. It's my car is 60-footing like crazy. Or I could have it backwards. I'm not sure. I can't really remember the combo that great, but he did say he had the shorter tire and he didn't have the greatest results with mile an hour.
Sam's car was moving. What did he go?
Yes.
He went 920s.
He
right?
went 920s. I think he went
928 or something like that.
928 or something like that. Yeah.
Amazing family vacation.
Him and I are right there. Oh, another ad.
Yep.
But
And Ken's getting paid.
Yes.
Ken's making all that money.
yes.
And why his
He's done a good job with the YouTube
Austin
channel.
Strong, by the way. Austin Strong.
Austin
Rest
Strong.
in peace,
Now,
kid.
man.
you can say, well, with transmission tuning, with the bigger tire, can't I just add more power? That is what I did, and this is the result. And we'll watch that video. Clutch problems.
Yeah.
Oh, he said he had a clutch issue.
Yeah, we had the same thing. My car
Slip
did the
right there?
exact same thing. Yep. I had the end of the day, the 2 last passes were back to back bad like that. Same thing, and I told him we got to take just a scooch out. That's all. I don't know if that's a northern thing. The scooch.
Scooch?
Scooch.
Scooch.
It's almost like a C hair, but just scooch.
Yeah, just a scooch.
Okay.
Yeah, I know, it's just a scooch. Of course.
Drag cars, that's the way to go, because it's going to be a little bit easier on the clutch, and you're going to get way better consistent.
Tri-state area, bro.
60-foot
Right?
speed.
No?
You're a Jersey boy.
So I'm going to be switching to that tire really soon. Now, once we add clutches to these vehicles, that may be.
I can't wait till they get Steve's car figured out, because
he was there with his car.
the fluid
He has
level was the
clutches in his
issue.
car. We were chasing some other issues.
Yeah, the
but
fluid
with the new
level.
trans tuning, we were able to get his car.
If his car comes around like our cars have come around with the clutches,
yeah.
it's going to be lights out. We'll have cars in the 8 very soon.
It's a part of learning.
Yes,
And,
it is.
It's
It is.
You know, Andrew Sheridan was there with his car. And he was having problems. It's like,
It's
dude,
just
you know what?
growing pains.
You live and learn from it,
Cody
man.
too.
Yeah.
Cody too. I mean, those guys they're doing like the first 3/8 with hardcore setups, and it's just what happens.
Yep.
Just hoping with better shifting and things like that I can improve. So what happened? Well, I ran a 916 and a 914.
Yes, he
So let's
did.
watch those videos now.
914, bro.
Yo, coming from a guy who was like, I'm gonna keep it stock.
Yeah.
Stock. I'm not doing anything but tuning or
He
whatever.
took a while to mod his car, which is crazy.
From
Nothing
the
ever stays stock.
No. Well, from the beginning, he was
Not for long.
preaching he was gonna say stock, and then finally he's like, hey man, he's like, all right, let's
916,
Yeah.
149.
do
Okay.
a pulley or let's do an intake.
Excuse me. So that left lane was 4 mile an hour off.
That's weird. Yeah.
I confirmed it because my car went 146 in the left lane, 150 and change in
weird.
the right lane.
Was that the timers or something like
It's
that?
something.
The beam?
Something's off.
Which one was hooking better? Where'd you get the better
Both.
60s? Yeah.
Both.
Yeah.
I mean,
Track seemed. Everyone seemed to be happy with their 60 foots yesterday.
yeah, Wade had that track on kill. He prepped it like at night when the soft tire cars came up, the radials. He came out and dragged it and glued it. It was great. That's the 14 right there.
Yep.
And you see, there's a little bit of spin, which is totally normal.
914, 150, 156, which is like a 155.
Flying. Yo, I'm
Bananas.
telling you, all these commercials, Ken's probably getting that buku money from YouTube.
Yeah.
How big are those checks you getting, Ken?
Those 2 runs were very consistent. The car 60-footed in the low 1.5s both times. Now, I think with just a tire change, I'm going to be in the 1.4s, and the car's.
Yeah.
I was trying to get him to put my tires on
Oh,
last
right
night, but
then
he's
and
like, I'm gonna go home. So he's like, he's got something in his back pocket though.
Together here, the CX
Number 1 ain't safe.
is what we're going to call it. I'm gonna
He's,
drop the
yeah,
seats at
yeah.
the end, the
Well, listen,
CX1100.
there's
It's called
a
the
difference
CX11.
between the cars
This was
too,
the
man.
Correct.
CX11R because
Definitely.
of the carbon brakes and carbon seats. But anyway, this is very repeatable. Now, obviously, you know, different weather conditions and all that, that's going to be a factor. But
Yeah.
we're talking about
How's the weather last night?
mid to low
It
9s.
was
cooled
good.
down a bit?
It cooled down quite a bit. It was like 58-ish, 59-ish.
And it got cold down to 48.
Yeah, and the cars didn't like it. Like we started overpowering the transmission again.
Was the track still holding when it was
Oh
cold?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
Factors.
Oh yeah, that cold air, man. I think yesterday was like a perfect day.
It was.
The weather like just ended up being
He's
great.
going to drop 600 feet. How much quicker is it going to go? Well,
And it's snowing back home,
no
right?
quicker because we ran into issues. Now all of
Yeah.
a sudden the car's making a lot more power because
See?
the DA is dropping, the air's getting killer.
Yep.
And I couldn't get the clutches to behave. The car wouldn't make
Yep.
the 2-3 shift. Now,
Same thing.
Is that a tuning problem? I might be able to fix that in tuning, but I think we're just running into like just being too hard on these clutches.
Too hard on the clutches.
We've got
Yeah.
a lot
I had to go
learn
down the end of the track to
Anyway,
get them. He had to clear some codes and his laptop was dead. But
Steve's one of the first guys to have the clutches in there, right?
yes, he was the first, and then I believe
Dodson, right?
was working with the SPE boys.
Okay.
Turnkey, ready to rock.
And they say there's tuning involved in making them work, though.
Yes.
Like there's a whole
on the transmission. There's a lot more to do on engine tuning. You know, this stuff takes a really long time. Now we go back to Jason's car. That is not a CX-11, but it's the same tune-up exactly as what's on my car, other than I am running MS-109. He's running 1 ethanol in E85.
Jen, we're gonna get you a new screen protector, by the way.
Yeah, I need one.
Seriously, that thing's been like,
Jason's car is much heavier than mine. Jason's car does not have headers, yet he was able to bust off 2 920s with the same.
You don't have headers on there.
So,
nope. Just the test pipes.
No icebox. Yep, your lethal test pipes.
Is much better.
There's great videos and pictures, though.
Oh yeah.
And you know, hopefully we'll get even.
You're a greenie, aren't you, huh?
That 8-second pass finally, but I'm not really chasing.
Not an iPhone.
I'm chasing.
It's Android.
Android, yeah. So you come up green in the text messages. You're the one that comes up green instead of blue, and then like compresses the videos and stuff. Are you an Android too?
Yeah.
Yes. Peasants.
You know,
Cut. Shut it down. Shut it down.
We're peasants.
Yeah.
920 passes, and then we'll talk some more about clutches and what the future holds as far as transmission tuning.
That's great.
Christy, I'm sorry for smoking you out on my pump gas tune. It's a little rich. I'm sorry.
Yeah, boy.
I don't know.
wonder what that was.
Yes, that was a Hellcat I gapped.
No, that was.
No,
wasn't that you
no.
and Ken?
Me and Ken were nighttime. This is me and Ken.
Oh, right.
Is that me and Ken?
Okay. No, that one before.
No. Was it?
This is the Hellcat.
Oh, the Hellcat he got me on this one.
Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was an 8-second car.
Yeah.
What color was that one?
Red.
Red?
Yeah, red. Yeah, about 2 cars.
There were a couple Mopars out there.
Yeah, there's some fast
yesterday,
ones. Shoot, you got to shoot on your car.
There was a Cobra Jet too. I didn't see the Cobra Jet run.
Me neither.
Nope.
Me neither. So I ran my first 20 against Ken. Thanks, Ken.
Yeah. He motivated you, man.
Yes, he did. By osmosis. 928. Yep.
Have you noticed your baby's
Another
commercial.
getting paid.
distracted by electronic toys?
I should roll down and get those tacos here in a minute.
Yeah.
So the biggest thing
There
that
you
we learned on this transmission tuning deal is now the clutch becomes a factor. Clutch
Yes.
management. Obviously, most likely, we're all going to want aftermarket clutches as we, get into this power range and above. But that's the whole new cycle.
Friday, man. Everyone's coming out.
This is a year
Yeah.
in
Nice.
the
Happy hour,
Now we
beer
have
time.
another
Beautiful.
year
You got our
of
perfect
probably
timing to
Yeah.
like pick our
clutch
spot.
tuning
Totally.
and trying to
Good.
get things in the clutch setup. We have SSP clutches in Steve Nestor's car that we'll be able to tune on, and then we also have Datsun. We have one clutch already done that's going in a car, and we'll probably be doing more. The issue is there's no cores, so you have to take your clutch and send
That's-
it out.
Yeah,
so
that's the
we'll have to
sucky
go back
part.
to stock, which is the issue.
Your car's down for a while.
But I'm confident.
Bro,
at this
I
time,
was driving home one night in my car and I totally ran over something like in a construction zone, and I was like didn't realize I pulled the car into my driveway. Next morning, I see like oil down my whole street in my driveway. I'm like, what? I totally thought I like destroyed the transmission and like broke the pan.
Oh no.
I'm like bugging out really bad. Like this is like the night before Thanksgiving, bugging, man.
That has the aftermarket.
Turned out it was that line, one of the lines going to the transmission cooler.
Yep.
And
The computer is trying to
like I had Will come over and fix it, but I dumped a bunch of clutch fluid in my transmission fluid in my driveway. Man, this sucked. Yeah. But Will came over and worked out for me.
Matching the speed, at its target, which we don't really have control over at this point, then it's going to put you into failsafe. So that's what was happening when my car shut down. The RPMs never pulled down to couple, the clutch fully. So at that point,
I was like a sponge yesterday. Like we were talking about all this, and I was just like absorbing it all, and it made total sense because then, I went out and I had the same problems. My car was shutting off on the launch, but it felt like I was getting hit by a dump truck, like on the launch.
And it's not as easy as just like, oh, well, we have transmission tuning.
But it's not a 6-speed, man.
I know.
Yeah, it
You're
doesn't
rolling
have,
your
doesn't have the
gears.
manhandle or whatever.
I need to impress high school girls.
The dial.
Transmission.
Sorry,
nice.
guys.
Do the shift on mine.
But to, you know, and again, if I change the tire, then we'll go even quicker. But as far as an A to B test as for just transmission,
Dude, eights are there. Eights are right there, man. It's gonna happen, especially with the tuning, the transmission stuff going on.
That's right now with transmission.
With how much time he puts into it, and he'll figure it out.
Parts to that recipe, clutches, and now once we add clutches and those work properly and we're hitting it hard, what happens next? We're going to start breaking hard parts. So we
rear
make
ends.
hard parts from inside the transmission. So you know, this is
the aftermarket's going to take a little while to catch up, just like 6R80, 10R. You know, it's just going to take a little bit of time.
Well, the transmission is so unique.
It is.
It's not like they've used anything like that before on the Mustang platform. Or not many domestic cars have DCTs in them, right?
Correct.
I mean,
coming up soon is going to be
like all like your newer BMWs, the Mercedes, obviously Porsche, Ferrari, stuff like that.
Now, the world's quickest production car, which went
and hard to get.
Yes, 20 grand if you break a Ford one.
Really?
Yes, 20 grand.
You know, right now I'm looking good against that, but I got to do it at the same track on the same day. So keep an eye out for that video. We'll be filming that next week, so it'll be, you know, probably about a week from now you'll see that video drop. Please subscribe to this channel if you haven't.
Like and subscribe. Palm Beach Dyno.
Yeah, Palm Beach Dyno. Ken, where you at, Ken?
Hey, Ken.
Hey, Ken.
Ken's supposed to be drinking with us.
Come on, Ken.